protected. Yeah, Tosh overall has to be one of the weirdest things about Veilguard. It's hilarious.
This is a very common, it's a very common pattern, and you'll see this in a lot of games, is that characters that are put into games for what would be considered to be a diversity reason are oftentimes the most, like, morally good, intelligent, and always come out of every interaction being the one that's on top. This is extremely common.
It's that the devs have tried to push Tosh with this like flagship character of the game, but the character just sucks. And I'll never get over how creepy this thumbnail is. Like, what are they thinking? Heck, even their storyline is so far the most boring. Like, we went to explore Dragoness, where I thought we would finally get to see their dragon on these hills in action, and nothing. It was another therapy session. I'm sorry, I know some people might enjoy those scenes or relate to them, but I can't bring myself to care about their storyline at all. At this point, I don't even care that they're hunting a dragon or whatever. Darvin and I already took down Arcdemon anyway, and if I need dragon hunting tips, I can always ask the Inquisitor. It sucks that all companions are essential. I would have sent Tosh packing ages ago. Wonder if that's why the writers made them essential. Dang, so yeah, that's what absolutely destroyed Tosh. Get right.
That's why we recruited her. Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know. So, now you do.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
How is it that...
You were telling me. That's why we recruited them.
So yeah, I think we've all seen...
How is it that I just keep seeing more clips of this game that are like this? I feel like, because I'm the kind of person, like if I see one clip getting passed around, I'm like, okay, everybody's just talking shit about this one thing that happened, because it's like, what else are we going to do? But like, man, I just keep seeing more and more of these. There's more? Yes! It's like, how deep does this go? It's the whole game. That's amazing! I don't even know what to say. Time to do a brave? Yeah, I can't believe this.
The barf misgendering scene, but there was another one. Like shoving in as many of these things as they possibly.
Jesus.
Comments are hilarious. This game is so cringe, it's ridiculous. Is this real? This gotta be a joke. DEI simulator. That's why I play Space Marine. That's why. Hopping back over to the Dragon Age subreddit and the post about Tosh that we just read. One of the top responses says, yeah, kind of ironic how a non-binary character that has a whole arc about her pronouns is forcing a label on Emmerich and refusing to call him what he identifies as, even after telling Tosh it upsets him.
What an insanely fucking good point. Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit. She does what? So this guy, like, is referring to, like, himself as, like, a necromancer or whatever, what you are, and she's, like, insisting that, like, she's going to call him another word or another phrase that sounds bad. Play the clip? I don't know, I'd have to find it. It's the irony. Yeah, exactly. Like calling normal people cis? Was that the point? Yeah, it's completely hypocritical.
When he's called a death mage / corpse guy, instead of his name, Tosh's response is, what, you are a death mage? Can no one in the writer's room see the irony here? Once again, I'm reminded of multiple occasions where these weirdo queer activist types of people were getting all mad about femboy characters. A few months ago, there was like this femboy anime that came out, and they kept misgendering him as a woman saying it's a trans woman. Some of the people misgendering this character.
This kind of stuff, I know it might sound crazy, but this kind of stuff is the reason why people vote for people like Trump. It's because it's so fucking ridiculous, it's so outrageous, that it just makes people furious. I actually think that like Democrats have done such a bad job at like removing these like weird gender activists from their space. I think that it's done so much damage. Honestly, it's a big factor. Yeah, it's huge.
Or even trans women. You think they would want to, gender people properly? But nah, to them it was okay when they do it. Talk about double standards. And then, of course, way before that, there was the situation with that femboy manga, where the localizer similarly turned the femboy character into a trans woman. The rights holders.
This is the problem, bro. Like, people don't understand it. And, like, I even made a chart for this because it was so problematic. Let me see if can I find the chart here? Yeah, here we go. So, again, you guys can go ahead and, there's a lot of young people that might not be as certain about how this chart works, but we do actually have the chart between boy, drag queen, cross-dressing, femboy, non-binary, traps, funanari, tomboys, and girls. Yeah, it's very, very simple. Anybody who's been on the internet that is a loser already knows all this.
Getting so upset they forced
Make asylums great again. True.
They're similarly turned the femboy character into a trans woman. The rights holders getting so upset they forced it to get translated again the proper way.
What the fuck? So they tried to like force transgender on? Oh my god. This is insane.
But you had some localizers defending the mistranslation, including that Katrina lady. Anyways, continuing with comments on talk posts, this one reads, very juvenile type character. Supposed to be early 20s, but they act like 14 years old. Really weird that you can romance someone with a fast-forward personality. It's like romancing a child. Ugh. Tosh is
It's a really weird way of saying it. I think you're completely right. I never thought of it in that perspective, but yeah, true.
the one South insert or wish to become a character that's designed to exist so they can teach everyone how to treat non-binary folk, except they made them super unlikable and creepy. As characters that you're unnecessarily disrespectful, they're hypocrites who don't respect others enough to use their names. And because this game is designed by people who don't want to be unique ever, you can't call them out
See,
on it.
like, Drag Mage, it would have been absolutely fucking based if, like, in the story there was, like, an option for you to, like, ignore the person's pronouns, and you can make this, like, the evil option, where it's like, no, I'm not going to use your pronouns, you're not they, you're a her, I don't want to hear about it. But, like, they would never do something like that, right? And, like, I think that when you have situations like that happen, it becomes very evident that you're not playing an RPG game. You're playing a tool that's designed to teach you a lesson.
But in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, and it should say, like, Tosh did not like that. And then, like, if you misgender the character, like, 5 times, it starts, like, a hidden quest where you have to fight them. And they try to, like, kill you or something. Now, that would be an actual RPG. That would be cinema. And that'd be worth it, you know? Because, like, you can go along with it or not. It's not the fact that it's in the game. It's the fact that it's in the game and there's no, like, there's no freedom to approach it. That'd be good? Yeah, you're safe. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, you're right. If you do the duel with her and you meet her in the duel, you get banned for a hate crime. And they make it so you can't log into the game anymore. Now that would be, it's like, you know, somebody said in like Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you fly the plane into the Twin Towers, they ban you. I don't know if that's true. I kind of wanted to try it, but like I never really, I never really felt the time. And I think like Frogan was gonna do something like that, but we'll have to wait for our ban to be out. And then, we'll see what happens. Anyway, yes, abso-fucking-lutely, people love that shit, and the reason why is because it's fucking funny. It's funny, and it allows the person freedom to approach it in a way that's interesting. It absolutely does not ban you. Didn't you say that you wanted to become a terrorist when you were a kid? It's a lot more complicated than that, okay? That was not exactly what I said. Let me explain. Now, anyway, yeah, let's go on. There's a lot of context to that. It's actually a problem in RPGs with no good evil role-playing. Exactly. Like, and that's why you want to know one game that really did that super well. You know it, I know it, and everybody knows it. And yes, okay, all right. Yes, where is it? Baldur's Gate 3. Again, guys, in order for me to play Baldur's Gate 3, I have to beat every single other turn-based game that's been made. After I do that, then I will play Baldur's Gate 3. So yes, 5 hours played? Well, yeah, in 2020, I played the game for a stream. There's even a mod of it on YouTube. But yeah, there's no, you can't be evil.
Your medical so it's definitely super prohibiting. I firmly believe that if it were possible to not recruit companions, get rid of them, kill them beforehand, early on, etc., Kosh would be one of the most disposed of companions in the game, if not the absolute most removed from all post back bands have been given.
And do you remember what happened? You want to hear a really great example of that? So I got sponsored by Dragon's Dogma 2, and they had me make a pawn of myself. And when the game came out, one of the most popular tweets of the game were people picking up my pawn and throwing it into the brine and killing it, and figuring out different ways to kill my pawn. He was so bad. No, he wasn't. Get the fuck out of here. No, it was good. What do you mean I use your pawn? Yes. And so of course that's what people did. The brine hungers. I guess so.
How they were handled. Every time I type their name by autocorrect, it almost changes it to trash. And while I was never taught that, the way the character behaves and is handled, certainly ends up
I would.
an autocorrection. That's on the writers, whoever decided this character was a good idea. I mean, look, if the character's trash.
Autocorrects to trash. Give me a minute. I want to show you guys something I just tried here. I have to send it to my
Hold up. That doesn't make any sense even as fans.
Just let him cook. Let him cook.
Guy's freaking, like centuries old person.
He's a vampire.
But okay. Played the Mass Effect trilogy, Dragon Age Origins, Inquisition, Witcher 1 through 3, Wasteland 3, Persona 5 Royal, etc., etc.
of like hoped that I would turn into a lizard. You know, and just like forget about everything that happened in my life.
And thinks he's like 300 years old or something. I don't know if it's the vision or the art direction of this game. The essence of what makes Dragon Age doesn't exist here. Like it's wearing the skin of Dragon Age, or it should be some other fantasy game. Writing in this is just mediocre. Like I'm supposed to be invested in my party members last night, but I find them to not be clear. We're just talking about what feels like they're conveying information to you rather than being organic and natural. The writing is not mature enough to tackle certain topics with me.
That's a really great point. The writing is not mature enough for it even the topics to tackle certain topics. I saw that this was actually, it's really funny that that comes up. So if you guys can believe this, I actually made a tweet yesterday. So somebody asked me, PC Gamer. PC Gamer stands actually for, it stands for Incorrect Gamer. And so they said metaphor Fantasia success is from politics are good in video games, actually, no matter what the experts tell you. And I replied to them, I said, no real people have a problem with politics in games. Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid. The thing people have a problem with is political ideology and social ideology. They hate games one right. So obviously a lot of people agree with that. Somebody asked, the only politics you see in video games when you're looking upset with your black or gay people as characters or women aren't hot enough. I said there's only two races in video games. There's white and then there's woke. But otherwise, yeah, nobody has a problem with political video games. Clearly, nobody has a problem with it. Everybody does. But the problem is that it's written like a child is written. That's exactly what's going on.
You feel the writing is different about you as a game, or would you agree? Examples for any of the passion, yeah, writing quality, it doesn't make the audience as well as a child. The combat's just basic and that's about it. It's flashy for us, it's multi combo, the builds can be varied, but there isn't any tactical RPG aspect or lacking thereof in combat. Just relatively basic. Afterwards, I go back to Metaphor Region Casio, which is a great RPG that came out recently. Maybe I do as a failure.
Yeah, after I beat Metaphor, I think I'm going to play
them like they are